Alright guys, just an update. This board has been pretty freaking awesome. It's been about a year since I've built it, and it's gone through several iterations. The first one being from belts to chains. I got some sweet chain adapters that fit to these TriStar wheels. Boy, it is really filthy, but that's just because I ride it. Like, I ride the crap out of this thing. It's not that it just sits there. I ride it every day. I don't have another board to ride, so it's rare that I take it apart. The only time it really gets taken apart is if I have to fix something. So those chain adapters were made by Liam Radium in Australia. They're beautiful. I have another set in the garage in my boxes because I was eventually going to four-wheel drive it. I've got everything I need to four-wheel drive this, short of the ESC and the motors. And ever since the supply chain issues, we've had motors have jumped up about 40%. So now the motors that I used to buy for 90 bucks a piece are now about 130 bucks a piece. So there's that. So, and the ESC that I want, I needed another spin tend ESC, is now about $130, or sorry, $350 rather than 300 bucks. So there's that as well. But I mean, it was totally worth it. It's a beautiful ESC. So when I take this guy and I want to go ride, I know this has an anti-spark switch inside the ESC, but I will still turn it off so I don't get any arcing. And I'll just disconnect this XT90 that has a resistor in it so I can pop my battery off. And then I'll take another one. This is my 7.5 amp hour Ego battery, and I'll pop it back on. I'll plug in my XT90. I'll turn on my remote, and I'll turn on the board, and you should see the little Wi-Fi signal there saying that it's hooked up. Then I can just take this battery that I disconnected over and plug it into the charger. So my gear is pretty simple. Like, I never leave home without knee pads, elbow pads, and a full face helmet and leather gloves. I also run with my dog every day on this. So my dog gets my right hand, and I take the controller in the left hand, even though I'm right-handed. But ever since I've been riding this thing, I've been doing it that way. So I'm used to running the controller with my left hand. So I went ahead and mounted a light to it. I had to run the wire over my bindings, and I got myself a little, I know there's a, this Uni 1 remote and ESC is pretty sweet. You can actually connect the lights to turn on and off with the buttons, but I don't remember why I didn't wire it up that way. I could wire it up that way to do the lights with a button. It's got its own dedicated 12 volt horn output and 12 volt, I think 3 amp light output. I just tied right into the light output and toggle switched it and left it on. And it seems to work really well. So the chain drive is 10 teeth on the drive and 68 on the wheel. So this thing is unbelievably torquey. But even when I was running 3.7 to 1 on the chains, it was still incredibly torquey. The board was just stupidly fast, and it felt dangerous. It was so fast. So I geared it down so I can do more trail riding. These are 9-inch tires I got off of AliExpress. I think they're 9 by 3.5 by 4, and just MBS 5-star, I think. So let's go on a ride. We'll see how she runs. I don't really worry about off-road. I'll take this thing anywhere. pretty good grade here. This Ego battery will just hammer up these grades, guys. Oh, poor little snail. We'll do some off-roading too. Let's go over here. We'll run it on this dirt road. I think that's the end of the line, guys. All right, we'll turn it around. Nice pond. I don't know why there's not like bass in this thing or not. Anyways, check this out. Damn, those gears are so nice, or those chains are so nice. Woo, that was a good curve, about 3 inches. Oh, another thing this thing is good for, check this out, guys. 9-inch tires, it's like curbs aren't even there. I got 100% braking turned on this thing, so it'll stop on a dime, man. Oh, look at the top speed. 18 miles an hour? That's not top, but that's about as comfortable as I feel like going. I'm not a speed demon. I like going off-road. I'm gonna get some more aggressive tires for this thing. I know it says no motorized vehicles across our park, but man, it's just so fun. It is so fun to rip across this park, guys. Like it doesn't even phase it. I gotta get a better microphone for this thing. Put an audio track over this or something. And that is a nice ride. All right, I'm going to upload